Hello YouTube and welcome to Turmoil in the Toybox. I'm your host Aaron Hauser, and today we're going to be reviewing the Mcfarlane Walking Dead Series 2 set of figures. This is from the AMC television series, and this series of figures is a lot better than the first run that Mcfarlane did. You may have seen my review, which was less than favorable, but I'm pleased to say that these guys are definitely worth the $14 to $15 price tag for each of them. Each one has their own little gimmick to it, but they work well with this series, as opposed to the Happy Meal wind-up toy from the first run. But that said, we'll start off with the RV zombie here. Very, very cool figure. A lot of really nice detailing with the blood and the more decayed bits. Has articulation in the hips, in the waist, which is kind of inhibited by the plastic molded clothing there. Flexibility in the wrist, rotation left and right in the elbows, flexibility in and out, forwards and backwards on the shoulder, and then the head actually snaps back from where Lori stabbed him in the head with the screwdriver. Nice gaping wounds there. Some nice detailing on the head. But yeah, that said, it's a pretty simple figure. Very pre-positioned, but it looks really nice. So, no other accessories for that guy, just the screwdriver. Next we'll do the Bicycle Girl Zombie. This is actually from the first season. The rest of the characters are based off the second season, but this one is from the first season. Has the removable pants, which you want on any action figure, and also has some articulation in the bone and little intestine bit hanging out there. Flexibility in the arm joint, in the elbows, in the wrist. Articulation at the head, and then the same on the other arm. Not that that makes much sense, but this guy is actually bolted down to this base, and the little gimmick is that you push this post piece in there, and it actually makes her kind of reach up. Yeah, really exciting. Nice display base, except for the giant hole in the bottom there. It would have been nice if they actually had this to remove from the display stand, but alas, you cannot. So, reaching action. Wonderful. But yeah, that's kind of the equivalent to the wind-up zombie from the first series to me. Very cool though. It's definitely worth it at least to have the Bicycle Girl Zombie. She's a very iconic walker from the series so far, so that was nice to at least have that. As far as accessories, she comes with just the detachable pants and a small broken BlackBerry cell phone, which I actually don't have displayed here. But that's about it. Next up we'll have the Well Zombie. This is the one that they end up pulling out of the... Oh, there he goes. Pulling out of the well that is trapped on Herschel's farm. And the gimmick is that he kind of breaks apart there. He doesn't sit all the way down on top of the other section, but for the most part on display it'll sit there properly. Has this sort of cord bit wrapped around him. Has articulation in the upper thighs, in the shoulders, in and out, forwards and backwards, in the elbows, left and right, and up and down, and then flexibility in the wrist. The head is also on a swivel joint there, and then you can break open the zombie, and then it also comes with an additional piece of intestines here that can be plugged in place right there, and you have that sort of cool ripped apart gut look there. You can kind of sit it on the display shelf like that, which is neat, but that's about it for that one. Also comes with a little chunk of ham or something that they lure into the... They drop into the well to lure out the zombie. Next up we've got Shane. This is another one that suffers from pre-posed figure syndrome. There's no articulation at the elbows, just at the shoulders, up and down, and then at the at the upper thighs there. Also has slight waist articulation, and then the head is on a ball joint. Only accessories is the shotgun here. And my main gripe with this one, though it's a pretty simple figure, is that the feet cannot actually stand up straight. Now, correct me if this is just a flaw with this figure, but the foot is not leveled out. So no matter how you twist it, he sort of looks like he's doing like an Elvis-type dance or something like that. But he won't stand up straight, so I have to prop him against another figure. So you can kind of sit him like that, and then he just dives over. So that said, it's, you know, it's a decent figure. Not a whole lot to him. And then unfortunately there aren't any peg holes in the feet for any of these, so you can't really add a Mcfarlane display stand to help them display properly. But that's Shane for you, always just a little bit off. Next we've got Sheriff Rick Grimes here. And the hat is not removable, but it's got some nice articulation on this figure. It looks like they definitely went all out for this guy. Has this little lasso here as an accessory. Also has the shotgun. Comes with 2 additional hands. One that's just kind of open for his left hand, and then a right hand that's made to hold his revolver, which I'll show in a second. Shotgun holds nicely in this hand. Has articulation in the shoulders, forwards, backwards, in and out. Full articulation on the elbow and on the wrist. And then this one actually has ankle articulation as well as the hip articulation and torso. Also has the head on a ball joint. The likeness isn't totally there. It looks okay, but doesn't really look like the actor. And then I also have this like white splotch on the figure that won't come off, where the paint looks like it's been scraped away. So I'm going to go with that was their bad on that one, but it's kind of a glaring flaw if you don't have his head positioned just right. So also has his revolver, which goes in the holster right there. Overall, it looks like they really went out of their way to do a nice job on this figure of all of the series, just because this one seems to have the most articulation and the most display-worthy features. So, but overall, that's about it for the Walking Dead Series 2 set of figures. If you have any questions about the figures themselves, just leave them in the comments below. And you can also check out my other review of the Mcfarlane Series 1 set of figures from The Walking Dead. And feel free to check us out on Facebook. We now have a Facebook page, facebook.com/turmoil in the Toybox. And I'll be posting new reviews there as far as reviews for the channel and updates as to future reviews. So that's about it. Thanks for watching.